Hello again, Blab members. This is Mercy Maglino, and today we're going to talk a little bit about niching or not to niche. This came up just recently on two Blab calls, and I think it's a really good question. There's a lot of proven intelligence behind the reason to niche. If you have, and most of us do, only so much time, money, and energy, you're going to want to use that in as efficient and effective way as possible. Another way of saying this is to get the biggest bang for your buck. And a way you do that is narrowing down your target, narrowing down the people you talk with. Even on the web, which is huge, and millions and millions of people are out there. How are they going to find you, and how are you going to let them know where you are? Well, that's going to take some time and money and energy, and you don't want to try to get everybody. If you were Coca-Cola, some multinational brand like that, you would have the resources, you have a target audience that's big enough for that. But as a coach, you want to narrow it down. So think about where these people are. Design your website, for those people you want to coach. Be sure your brand, your personality, what is unique about you comes through on that website. Because yes, there's a lot of people coaching. There's a lot of people coaching in health and wellness, and there's a lot of people coaching in spiritual coaching. What makes you and your story? This is where your story comes in. Engaging. I Hector was on the B Lab call, and he's, been in crisis management. In fact, was involved in one of the biggest airplane crashes in Spain as a crisis manager, and he, definitely has a story that resonates with people who might need crisis coaching, or their organization is in crisis, and that can be defined any way that Hector wants to define it, but his story is going to be awfully compelling. It's unique. I mean, I'm sure there are other people involved in these kinds of accidents. However, how many of them are actually coaching? But your unique story can be, that you were a mom, a single mom, up to your neck with health crisis for your young child, and you learned, how to manage the system, navigate stress, be present for a child. That's a compelling story. That's a compelling story, especially as you bring it to coaching. So you need to find your story. That makes you unique. This helps you define who's going to resonate with you. Helps you design your website in such a way that, or any materials, your blog, your Facebook page, in such a way that people know immediately, oh, she's talking to me. I'm having the same experience. This is the coach that would understand me. Even though you're not sharing your advice or recommendations, just merely who you are is going to be very attractive to someone who's in a similar situation. So that's the reasons to niche. As you begin, though, let me tell you, many coaches just sort of get out there and start coaching, and I agree with that. I say get out and coach anybody, anytime, anywhere, to get your competency, build that coaching muscle, get your legs, your coaching legs underneath you. Then look who you like to coach. Look at who is really enjoying your coaching and coming back. Is there a thread? Maybe that's a niche showing up. Pursue it, investigate it, be curious about it, because you will want to be efficient. And this is one of the biggest challenges, I think, for people who find coaching and want to make a living at it as a practice, but have maybe a bit of resistance because they like a lot of different things. They are very highly interested in many, many things, and I find myself in that boat. However, start somewhere, knowing you can always change, you can always add. Just start somewhere. Okay. Thank you.